Hey there, it's Waste Potential 616 back again, and this video is about issues from the War of the Green Lantern storyline. So let's get started. Okay. Starting with part 7, which is in Green Lantern 66. This is written by Jeff Johns and beautifully illustrated by Doug Mank. This basically they sent Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner, and they're trying to free Parallax from the Green Lantern's main battery, basically to free some brainwash for Green Lantern. It's a lot more complicated than that. First off the bat, this is beautifully illustrated. I probably think Doug Mank's the best artist, and he's in good company throughout this whole story, this crossover. I just love his artwork. That's probably a bit too bright, but brilliant. Just these amazing splash pages. He has a nice grasp of detail, but not overly sketchy or anything like that. And it's just brilliant, mind-blowing stuff. A special shout out needs to go to the colorist. It's Randy Mayer as well. The art on this title is amazing, it really is. But it's not just art driven. Jeff Johns, as usual, he's Mr. Green Lantern. He has a real grasp on the characters and on the mythos, and you can tell he's having a really good time with it. Anyway, a lot happens here. There's a lot of action. There's a few twists and turns. It's not too predictable. You get a little bit with Sinestro in here, which is a nice touch. And this is just great stuff. It really is. And it just finishes with a really good cliffhanger, which leads us nicely into Green Lantern Corps, issue 60, which is part 8. And I just want to say, this is just a brilliant, solid issue. Only downside, I would say, as I say, there's always with Green Lantern, it's pretty damn difficult for new readers to pick up. I just want to quickly say, sometimes that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's nice to be thrown into the deep end. And if a comic is as exciting and as interesting as this, sometimes you're like, do you know what? I'm not sure what exactly is going on with the history and various things, but it's so exciting and so good. You make the effort to find out. You go get back issues. Maybe you look stuff up on the internet. It's worth it. This is bloody good. Anyway, now this concentrates on John Stewart and Carl Rayner, and they're on a separate mission to basically free Mongo. Mongo, is it? I pronounce his name wrong. Mongo, sorry. It's like a living sentient planet who's basically, if they free him, they free all the brainwashed Green Lanterns, basically. Now, artwork still amazing. It's a Tyler Kirkham, and the writing, Tony Bedard, is probably just as good as Jeff Johns. While all this craziness is going on, you really get a sense of the characters, probably because their characteristics are amplified by the rings they're wearing. Carl Rayner, Hope, and John Stewart's, he's just written well. It's not so much his ring, I don't think, that amplifies his personality. But basically they're trying to stop these rings being spread to people. And once again, brilliant action, brilliant dialogue. I think one of the good things about this title is there's so much going on, so much action, so much craziness. The thing that shines out the most is the characterization. And basically John Stewart really shines in this. He has to make one hell of a decision, and you can feel the burden on his shoulders. And actually, there's a nice little artistic touch as he's making his decision. And you see, damn, can you see that? Basically, he's in a position where he's got the world on his shoulders, or worlds. And this has one hell of a cliffhanger. It is bloody good. It just comes out of nowhere, makes sense. Character Jon Stewart has made one hell of a decision, and it's just blew me out of the water. So once again, another great issue in this crossover. Now we're going to finish this with Green Lanterns and Warriors issue 10. This is part 9. All the Earth Green Lanterns reunited, and basically they get on board with what they have to do. Basically the decision that Jon Stewart made is giving them time to try and free Parallax, and I don't want to go into the story too much, but basically, once again, brilliant. This is the writing and the art quality hasn't gone down at all. Peter J. Tomasi, story, and Pazarin. Now, he's almost as good as Mank. Actually, maybe he's even on par with Mank art-wise, because he's pretty damn good. But just the thing is, with these 3 issues, the quality with art and writing is so good. As I say, the only faults I can see is just not knowing enough about it, and they're so good that you want to find out, so you push the envelope and you find out about it yourself, which is kind of part of the fun of being into comics and with all this continuity, which might be going, but I'll mention that later in another video. Anyway, yeah, brilliant twists and turns, a lot of action, but kind of good characterization once again. That's the great thing about this crossover. While there's so much craziness going on, it doesn't it still puts the time in for characterization. There's Guy Gardner really shines out here, and just all of them, their relationships, and yeah, that's basically it. I just don't want I don't want to spoil the storyline, but basically, brilliant title, brilliant crossover, and I'm looking forward to the next issue, where it's the final part of this amazing crossover. This crossover, I'd say, is probably better than Blackest Night. It's on par with Sinestro Cold War. It's pretty damn good. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I'm going to be back in another video to talk about DC and some crazy decisions. Anyway, cheers, guys.